welcome to Your View. I am Murayo Afolabi Brown. I have my incredible co-host here with me. Good morning, ladies.
Hello. Good morning.
Cyril in the building.
Yo. But I'm
You've got the vibe.
And one gentleman, after it's the ladies and then he called my name.
YK has thrown the bug at you. That's what, YK in the building.
Yo. Please give me 5 there.
How you doing, YK?
I'm fine. I was telling you before we started the show that I ate one food for the first time on Sunday. Ukwa. It's an Igbo food. And it was, like heaven.
Are you serious?
I ate 2 rounds.
Man.
I went to somebody's house. They gave
serious?
me small. I said, please bring more.
YK,
you asked
and YK, you hardly asked for more.
Yeah, she asked for more.
That means it was really
We
nice.
have to get Sanzi to cook it for us. We'll ask her if she knows how to cook
In fact,
it.
I
I'm sure
even
she
asked the
knows how
woman,
to
so
cook
they gave me, so I'm going to send to the market today. Ukwa. Very sweet, and it's supposed to be really, really healthy.
it. Really? Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, you know it?
The okwa porridge. My mom is Igbo, so I mean,
Please tell us
I
about
used to eat a lot. When was more, you either had beans porridge or okwa porridge, and it was very delightful.
Are you
It's been a
serious?
long time. I tasted it. I never hoped I was going to hear anything about okwa in Lagos. but to hear talk about okwa today.
Well, I hope it tastes nice because I was always heard of this abacha food and they always talk about abacha, but when I finally taste, I'm like, okay. Maybe the person that made it didn't make it right. Maybe because I heard that everybody loves this abacha food. Anyways,
I don't know abacha, but this ukwa.
we'll tell Sanzi to make it for us. All right, news mentioned this morning. Oh, I didn't say hello to Uwa.
Don't worry.
You're looking very pretty today.
I love myself
Oh, I
today.
see. I like the
I went for
hair.
a dance class. Where were you?
Don't mind her.
I slept
Can you
off.
imagine,
I totally
Mariah?
forgot. I was actually on my bed. I don't even know what happened. What happened was I
I
had
want to be a size 10 by
Listen,
December.
YK, I'll be a size 10. I had plans to go out on Saturday, but somehow because I cancelled the first one, second, I just totally forgot and I was on my bed. But size 10, I'm coming.
If you see how Uwa she danced.
really danced. Really.
She was sweating
I can
like
see her tummy is getting
Christmas.
flat.
Very, very flat.
All right, we have a news mention this morning. The World Health Organization, WHO, says that 1.1 billion young people are at risk of hearing loss due to unsafe use of personal audio devices. AJ, are you hearing?
Is it only age? Everybody you see with headphones, always listening to loud music, Then in Nigeria, I'm sure that it will increase more because of the generators.
I was just going to say
Because we go
because
deaf.
I don't know why we are going to personal
It's too
devices.
far. The generators around your vicinity is enough to
That
cause
noise.
deafness.
So that's why that inverter matter is a fantastic investment.
It's not inverter. Let the government just fix our power. Simple.
Haven't you noticed that Nigerians speak louder than any other?
Yes, we shout a lot.
No, they see, I have to give you this story. When I went to the US for the first time, when I moved to the US, my brother's wife, she's Nigerian too. Anytime I talk to them, and there's it's like, Mara, I'm right in front of you. You don't have to shout, When she told me that, I'm like, I'm coming from Nigeria now. We're always shouting. Every small thing, you don't have to shout. I'm here.
Like I can hear you.
Because we are constantly screaming
There
over
was
each
once
other.
we were in Paris, we were in this rich area with the band, this rich area in Paris. Then they called police for us that we are having party, we are shouting. We were not shouting.
You were doing
We were not having party. We were just
normal
normal
conversation.
gist. Can you
That's
imagine
Nigerians
that?
for you. Normal conversation is
But
shouting.
on a serious note, we really need to look. The solution for me is not really inverter because inverter needs something to charge it. It's actually fixing, looking for alternative this thing for Nigeria, and young people should stop when you're not. Try to limit the number of times you listen to music over the earplugs and headphones.
All right, that's it on our banter this morning. When we return, we'll look through the front pages of the newspapers. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We'll start with the punch. Petrol scarcity to last till next week. Opposition leaders behind shortage, says Muazu. You can see a picture here. Fire raises building in Lagos, in Idumota. You can see a woman, a victim of the inferno. Dangote drops to 67th on the Forbes billionaires list. Anxiety as Jega meets wrecked on Wednesday. Interesting. Okay, let's talk about this petrol scarcity because it's all over the papers. there's a conspiracy theory that it is
Opposition.
APC, opposition. Someone saying the marketers. What exactly? Who read the story? And let me come.
I read the story.
Yesterday, after I closed from work here, I couldn't drive home because my tank was already running low. And I was called from home that, look, if you attempt to drive, you're going to sleep on the road and then your fuel won't be able to take you. So I had to, get on a bus. I got them and came back this morning. The reports are conflicting. But the government agency, I think the DPR, said that government was going to import 1 billion liters of petrol to help shore up the shortfall. So if a government agency is saying that there's a shortfall, and that occasioned by that shortfall, they are going to have to, import 1 billion liters or so to, because I think on a daily basis we consume 40 million liters. So if they're going to be importing 1 billion liters, then how can the party now tell us that this shortage is being caused by the opposition? Government cannot be speaking from two sides of the mouth.
What did you read?
For me, I read this Mwazu's story, although he has come, in the report, he came back to say that his media guys just wrote like what the speculations of Nigerians are saying. However, I took out a quote from MoMAN, I think that's the Marketing Association of Nigeria.
The major marketers.
The major marketers. They said that the federal government is yet to settle about 264 billion naira subsidy areas that they owe them. So for this reason, the banks have refused to grant further credits. And now, because of their huge debt profile, that if the government can at least even settle 100 billion naira, they will be able to at least get back on track and import something. But as it stands now, because Okonjo-Iweala came to them last week and she was saying that they were going to pay that, up till now, they haven't paid anything. And for the government to start saying something about, for Mwazu to be saying something that is opposition, do they think Nigerians were dumb? We're not dumb now. The economy, everything is affected. Like I say all the time. They are focused on elections. The economy is our naira value is constantly depleting every day, and you don't expect things to happen the way it is. So a lot of them, they are running at loss. So they rather just sit back and watch.
There's a conspiracy theory over Owando's involvement in this. That's probably what the issue is. But let's not even
forget about. It's not. I mean, Murayo, we are not stupid now. For goodness' sake, for you to come out and say opposition, everything that happens in this country, they will say it's opposition. If I say something, they say I'm opposition. I mean, we should move on. No, we should move on. No, we should focus on critical issues.
All right, let's move on to the next
I think
one.
we should try and just remain fair.
Simple.
And, balanced. Let's just balance things out. Let's
That's why I
try and
like
be
us to
non-partisan.
move to the nation.
I'm not partisan now.
I'm
The
just
nation,
saying,
please.
I'm not saying you are not. I'm just saying let's try
INEC
and be.
Commissioners Sean push to back anti-Jega plot. Court refuses to stop card reader. Same fire incident. I wanted to talk that in Punch. APC PDP row over fuel scarcity. Dangote remains Africa's richest. Adenuga Alakija Rabiu Atedola makes Forbes list also. All right, this INEC Commissioner Sean pushed to back anti-Jega plot. They are saying they wouldn't support any plan to remove Jega. The commissioners are backing him up. They support. That's pretty much what that article is saying. But this inferno, goodness me, again, Idumota.
And that I think it was raging for about 10 hours or so. I mean, that caused the question. Sure, of course, that's the report we had.
So what happened to the Lagos Fire Service?
See, now, this is the issue.
They were there.
Road service and fire service, these are not things that should please mark my words, should be commission or agency-based things. These are things that should be our lifestyle.
Yeah.
How we help out in terms of the neighborhoods in which we live, and how we're able to rally ourselves together to common causes. It's a pity that fire, came so strong, and now to continue to leak that particular for so long.
So property worth millions were lost in that inferno.
What the fire service had said was when they got there, because of the
clusters,
security things that the people staying there had put in place, they couldn't gain access to the building.
All the barbed wires and all that.
Must be the barbed wires, the metal, so.
The same thing, my husband and I, we were driving past one estate recently, and we were saying something like that. Like, for instance, that we live as if we're in a jungle in Nigeria. A lot of high fence, You see after the high wall, you see two spiky things. You now see barbed wire again. You know, and for me, I think most of this fire thing is the congestion of the houses are too, you know,
and there's so many people.
There are too many people in one building.
One building can have minimum 100 people.
We need to regulate these things. It's something that we can start from somewhere. We shouldn't wait until fire.
And those things that window, what do you call them? Those metal
Burglary
things.
proof.
The burglary proof. It's not because you want to run away from armed robbers.
But you see, an armed robber that intends to come to your house, burglary proof is not going to stop him. That burglary proof is for burglars, not armed robbers. And that's the truth.
Armed robber proof.
Okay, so they are
armed robber will come with you to your house and say, open the door. Will you close it?
So they are preventing
the
burglars from entering the houses when they are away.
I mean, well,
It's the state of the
We
security.
have to move on to Vanguard. We can't stay too long on this. Fuel scarcity gets worse nationwide. We talked about that a bit. But as I said, we talked about banks refuse marketers' letter of credit, so many other reasons they put there. Troops liberate 30 communities in Yobe, kill 73 terrorists. Nigeria's economic growth rate points downwards, says Bloomberg. Annex supports use of military for elections. Dangote remains Africa's richest man. Let's talk about Dangote for a minute. He's still Africa's richest. Alakija is...
but he has dropped in the world.
He dropped to 6th and 7th. I mean, he used to be, I think it was $25 billion. Now he's about $14 billion, I believe, about that.
14.7 doesn't
Billion, yeah. But he has come down, but he's still Africa's richest.
Me, I didn't read it, Sha.
And Dangote is a distant, not Dangote, Adenuga is a distant second with $4 billion.
I didn't read it, so I have my own reason for not reading it. Because if I read it, it won't make me richer. It will just make me have pepper body.
It will make you more informed
No,
about
it's not issue of
what
information.
information
For me, I want to beg
that somebody is richer
Oga
than
Dangote that it's not for you to be crowned Africa's richest.
He didn't ask them to crown him.
Hold on. They will keep on crowning him. The thing is that he has made a lot of money. Let him also try to contribute.
He does contribute. What do you know
What
that he
he
doesn't?
do?
He does contribute. Is it because you're not aware? But there are things he does
Like
in his own
what?
hometown, in his
Tell
areas.
me.
I'm telling you,
we,
like in
we
his
won't
own
sell
areas.
him on this platform.
Exactly. I don't want
but
to.
I think he does.
He does quite a bit in his
he
community.
They say he
Quite
does,
a
but he
bit.
hasn't reached my side.
Abio, let it reach my side. That's what we should say.
Yeah, but
Yes,
again, because the price of the demand for cement is weakening, that's part of why it's falling. And then again, the fact that the postponement of the elections and the depreciating
Yes,
naira
now. He lost
is
a lot of money.
directly affecting his fortunes.
Yes. Okay.
And this is not just about Dangote. I believe that if we're looking at Dangote, he should, as much as possible, personify Nigeria's private sector or other entrepreneurs who are also taking this hit along the line, because if the richest man is taking this hot, then you can imagine how those who
A lot
also
of small companies
I
are
mean,
they are
they're
closing
folding up,
down.
and this is at a time when we've been told that Nigeria has already lost about $2 billion in FDI, that is foreign direct investment, to other nations because of what? Uncertainty. And like I said on Friday, this issue is not about whether the devaluation is working or not, or whether it is even workable. It's not about the fact that whether we have good economic policies or not. It is not about the politics that goes into the economic planning. It is about the economic plan that goes into the politics, because it's a political economy. No matter how the statisticians and the economists are going to help to bring up policies to to show up things, if the politicians don't have the will to implement.
It's a vicious circle. We're continuing the whole circle.
If within 2 weeks of 6 weeks, we are
You
already
have
here.
lost so much money.
So are you saying that Dangote should not use his own money to go and cushion the effect on the smaller
No,
businesses?
he is losing. And
He's
it's not,
losing, yes.
and I'm saying that Dangote is a metaphor
Yes.
for all for all others who are also losing.
All right.
Now you look at this fuel scarcity, for instance. We do not calculate how much we lose to to what we call in local parlance go slow or traffic hold-ups every day. But add that to what we are now losing. People who should be at the offices are on the road queuing. We're losing more money.
Yeah. Let's move on to Daily Sun. Fuel scarcity worsens. We talked about that already. Talk about Otedola, Dangote and Co. APC, Fani Kayode in war of words. Ebonyi boils over impeachment plot. Enugu Guba, Ugwanyi floors Ayogu Eze. I said that Eze because sounds like Eze. That's why I got it right. Eze. All right. This APC Fani Kayode matter. What did you see? Did you hear what he was saying? I mean,
See, I read it. I read it. I didn't hear, but it was.
you see? I understand you have issues, political issues, and you can fight on the issues. But once you start getting personal to people's health, you don't know how your own health is going to be tomorrow. You don't know what you're going to need tomorrow. You're not even close to their own ages. And here, I'm talking about these people's health issues. That's personal matters.
What I've always said is, if you want to understand politics, think like the politicians.
Okay.
Let me give an example. if you've taken some courses in public relations management and all of that, you'd realize that they are not doing these things for any particular academic or intellectual value, or to even promote any culture of integrity, for instance. Where you can't have a monopoly in the market, create competition and split the shares. That's what they do.
Okay.
With every blackmail, with every lie that you put out there, you're bound to gain sentiments. So at the end of the day, it's unfortunate that it's unfortunate we don't have a barometer that gauges these things.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's about the public mood.
Yes.
Nigerians are gullible. At the best of it, how many of us are actually how do I put it, mature enough, politically inclined to be able to read between lines to know what
When
to take
saying
and what not to take? For instance, AIT is in a documentary on Tinubu.
Yes.
Do you know that people are going to watch that thing and saying, is this how this man really is? They don't have any. Oh, you know that I'm coming. The fact that he has even gone to sue AIT, they say, oh,
he's trying to cover up himself.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
One even called yesterday saying that if that thing is really true, he must address this issue that is very, very discriminating. I'm wondering.
Now, the bad thing is this. If you want to counter, if you want to show up some, shall I say, votes or capital or social capital for yourself, what will you do? If they say if you want to talk to an ant, what do?
You become an ant.
You become an ant. That is why the dirty fighting doesn't stop, because if you want to overcome someone that has a machine gun, you need an LMG. So that's why our politics continues to go down.
All I know is that all the accusations we are hearing about this gentleman, whatever he's still...
Which gentleman?
The man in question, Tinubu. He's not yet in jail for some reason. He's still in his house, sleeping peacefully.
That's what,
so if you are arresting him for this, you're accusing him of this.
That's the point I want to make, Mario.
Hold his hand.
What he has done.
That's what
he should be... So,
Mario, that's what
if
I
he's
want
not
to
there,
say.
then please let us not talk about it.
Federal government should stop saying that somebody is involved in this, somebody is involved in that. If you know
And you have proof.
and you have proof that something is going wrong somewhere, go and pick up that person.
Yes.
That is why you are in power. It is for you to understand and hold people liable for whatever accusations that you are holding, or putting at them.
Fanikayode is not federal government. He's PDP.
I'm just saying it's the same thing. They're all one.
He's their spokesperson.
He's their spokesperson.
He's their
PDP
spokesperson.
spokesperson.
He's their spokesperson.
He doesn't work for the federal government. He works for PDP.
Who is currently governing our country? Is it not PDP?
Yeah.
So forget all this. We should stop doing. I can't start jumping up and down.
He does not
I
work whether
have
you like it or
I have
not.
to close on this matter. Let's close.
The good thing that we have seen now is that somebody has gone to, has written to the company and has said, apologize
Or you go to court.
on these conditions, or I go to court.
So,
I think,
I have to close, but
Okay.
it's interesting that the way Femi, I wouldn't say the federal government, I'll say FFK, the way he threw this huge dart on these leaders of APC, I'm surprised that they've not responded in the same way. They've been sort of,
Very subtle.
It's very subtle. I mean, it's almost as if, like, what, you do your thing. We don't
Yes,
don't fight
that.
dirty. Like, it's almost like let the courts handle it.
Yes.
I've not seen that, because I was expecting a seriously
there's no need,
dirty response from APC. I didn't get that. But you know what?
All this drama.
Let's move on.
We should stop the drama. Face
Give them
issues.
time.
Yes.
Simple.
All right. That's it on Front Page Review. When we return, we discuss gunshot victims now to be treated without police report. And later, we'll learn how to take care of our natural hair. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully I won't be here.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Well, you are leaving now.
It's has finished. Welcome back. According to media reports on a bill for an act to make provisions for the compulsory treatment and care for victims of gunshot and other matters, gunshot victims are now to be treated without police report. The report, which was sponsored by Nkiruka Onyejocha, PDP Abia, Chairman, House Committee on Aviation, was passed and adopted after consideration at the Committee of the Whole. What are your thoughts on that? It's your view. Let it count. You can call us on 070-806-68014. You could tweet to us at YourViewTVC. All right, so that sounds like good news.
I think that's a fantastic.
But it depends on where you're
goal.
looking at it from.
I want to even wonder why they haven't been treating gunshot victims. Because let us imagine worst case scenario that is an armed robber that you are treating. and you realize it's a number, you can quickly report. Because why I'm saying this is because I know of a guy who was shot. He was followed by some people, and they shot, I think maybe he offended some people. Anyway, they shot this guy. We called the police. The police came, threw him, someone that is dying, threw him in the back of the car, and took him to the police station, not to the hospital. Of course, he died. Of course, he died. He lost so much blood.
Because
And
you
he
know that
died.
without the police report, he won't be treated.
Exactly. And, you know, so many lives have been lost.
because of this. But Tanzi, welcome back. I know you were not
Thank
here in the
you.
beginning.
Yes.
How was? I know you went to school to do a presentation.
Yeah,
How was that?
It was fantastic.
Good.
I was really, really impressed,
Cool,
you know.
cool.
And then Okwa is fantastic. I need to make it for you guys. It's awesome.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. But then, back to the hot topic, I think this is a law that came in very, very handy. I mean, it's like long overdue because like YK said, you see these things happening over and over again, whether you are the victim or you are the person who actually, you are like a thief or so. You are meant to, it is your duty to save lives. Do you understand? And so when
things happen and you just, okay, you lost it. You've not finished the booting.
And you're not 72. I keep saying this thing.
I don't know why this thing happened to me.
Why are you oppressing her?
But anyway, sorry,
okay.
I think it's fantastic that they actually put up a penalty that, okay, when the man is, when somebody is shot, you need to take them to the hospital. Now, the doctors are meant to start treating him, but then within 2 hours of treatment, they're meant to have sent someone to the police to get an official police report. And then there is also a jail term of, I think, 7 months or thereabouts.
Now,
and
the question, however, is that how many hospitals would be willing to make that kind of sacrifice? Because the truth is that, you see, for them, sending somebody to the hospital or calling the police or getting the police, that's extra manpower. Maybe getting somebody to leave the hospital to go and do that. So, the compliance of it is my problem. It's a good idea. But when we don't have a proper electronic system going on where the hospitals and the police stations have this seamless operation, it's going to be really hard to execute. So you still have people coming to the hospital and doctors are still like, say, you know what, I can't treat them more because there's no police reports.
Can I say something?
I agree with you. That's,
yes.
You know, it will
What
still
was
happen.
the essence of this law in the first place? That you must bring a police report before you get treated?
To save lives.
No.
No, sorry.
So I guess part of it is also to have records of what, so that we know what exactly happened. So before I'm not really sure how the
Because you see, I
happens,
strongly feel that the reason we are not able to what's it called, to curb certain kinds of crime in this country is because we are so quick to kill, you know, or to let people die. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if it's an armed robber that is caught and is shot,
I agree with you 100%.
Treat that armed robber and take the armed robber to the police. This is for interrogation. So you'll be able to investigate properly whatever it is that has happened in that situation.
What has happened in the past that, for example, the armed robber gets to the hospital, gets treated and runs away. Now there's no police report.
You can handcuff him to the bed. Don't you watch
films? Do you understand?
You don't watch all those American films.
That is what open handcuff.
The thing I am saying is that for me, it's a fantastic law. However, it is, you know, we have a lot of laws in this country. We need proper structures to be able to implement this kind of law. Because if I told there's anybody that comes into my hospital and the person has been shot, I should be able to have at least handcuff or something to cuff the person first while they are doing the investigations around. The priority of every doctor is to, first of all, to save a life. Whoever that life is, even if the life is the Boko Haram chairman, it is even important that you even save that Boko Haram chairman very well so that he'll be able to identify the rest of his gangs. That is what we are saying. Focus on the importance of the whole scenario, not just to tell me that you want to bring the law to
but
play.
a lot of people have actually taken advantage. I mean, I've seen a lot of situations where an accident happens. You hit somebody, right? The person you hit, maybe not you, the person you hit collapses. Now, you now take them to the hospital and you then run away. Without a police report, we have no idea what happened. The doctor just knows that I'm treating somebody that has a broken leg. God forbid the person now dies. There's no way of tracing anything.
Can I explain
Somebody just dropped him out. So I guess that's probably one of the reasons why a police was like,
let me
call the
explain.
police, let him see what happened.
But guess
There's
what?
evidence.
Guess
that
what?
Tomorrow
Guess
when
what?
you take somebody to court, there's
But-
information and data to use in court.
You know what I
Morayo.
think? Sorry, you know what
It's
I
totally
think?
flawed.
When in the law they had said, look, when you bring the person, you have 2 hours. Within that 2 hours, you must have gone to the police to get a police report. Now, what I think is, when they bring in the person, treat the guy, then you should also have a department that would follow the person that brought in the victim.
Let me answer Morayo.
No,
I want
no,
to
no,
at
no,
least
no,
get
no.
a police
Can I
report
say something?
because-
1 second. I have a call from
Answer the
Fatai.
call.
Fatai, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm there. Good
Come on
morning.
in, please go ahead.
Morayo.
Yes.
I'm Kingeri.
Good morning.
I'm the first time caller.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So, the conversation, I want to say, maybe if there's any gunshot victim, you understand? So, you can put a policeman at every hospital.
How many
That will be
policemen
recording
do you
gunshot victims.
How is that possible?
No,
It's
it can
a
be
good
done.
suggestion.
Because to go and get the police report is very hard.
Okay.
And we all know that. We all know what policemen can do in
Yeah.
order to get the gunshot report.
All right. Thank you so much, Fatai.
YK, you wanted to...
Yes, I wanted to say, because you see, when you keep on arresting people who take in victims, you stop people from being being good Samaritans. Because imagine if I see somebody who is ill or who has had an accident and I put him in my car and take him, then you arrest me as the person that hit him. And I'm not the person, I just saw somebody lying on the street and I took him. So I think it is a very wrong way to say you are going to arrest, and you're not even sure that's the person that hits the person. So that is why a lot of victims,
It happens
a
in our
lot of
society,
good Samaritans
that's a good
don't
sto-
do,
let me ask-
and they will
That's
not
a
do
good
it.
story, but why
Let me
can't there
respond
are
to you.
scenarios where indeed somebody hits somebody
And
you
runs
see,
away.
Yeah, and runs away.
Let
It
me answer
happens.
you, Murayo. The solution to that is not saying that they should go and bring a police report. The solution to that is for every Nigerian to be registered in a system. Can you run away in America if you hit somebody? It's not possible because they will trace you to your village or wherever you are coming from.
Some
You see,
people
the
run
thing is
away.
that the cost of not having things properly done is so big that most times when I listen to our leaders talk, sometimes I want to explode in my head. Because if you do the things right, it will
Yes.
help solve a multiple of problems
All right,
for us.
let's go to John. Good morning, John. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, listen, my view is towards war.
Okay.
I don't like how she attacked the person of president. As to me as a person, my view, her attitude towards Mr. President is inhuman. Everything that they say is president. If she is for any particular party, she should not. It should not be too visible on her. Sometimes she was saying, what is he called? Jonathan. After that, said for her calling my what is he called? So please, she should just get away to curtail it.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, can we take some tweets, please?
Okay, I wanted to add to what I was saying before the caller came. So bottom line is that fix the situation. Let the system, everybody should have an identification. They started that thing, but I don't know where it is right now. If I have an identification and I know that, once they take my social security number or whatever, I know that I will be identified. There is no way that crime will continue.
Point taken. Let's take
Simple.
a few tweets.
I think social security number is a very long process before we get there and have a record of
No, we
everyone.
already
But
have
can
NIS number. Didn't you
We
go and
have it
register?
now,
Yes,
we have it, but what I'm saying is
it's
that-
gradually coming. Everybody, have you gotten yours? I've gotten mine.
I haven't gotten my
You
card.
can get yours first.
Which one?
Let's take some
I have
tweets, please.
registered, but I've not gotten my card.
Okay, let's take some tweets, please. Let's take some
Which
tweets
one is
before we go.
NIS number?
It's your
Because
national
me,
identification
I don't know
number,
when I'm a
NIS.
member
Oh,
of this
I
country.
think I
It's
have
right
it.
here. It's not far. It's just right here. You can
I've
register it.
registered
You wanna
it.
allow
It's
sir?
probably going to
I
take another 2
I
years.
got my own number immediately. Your card comes later. They give you your number immediately.
I
My
have it,
opinion says,
Please take.
my opinion says, they can be treated
have.
while the hospital reports to the police and an officer comes to get his statement. Simple.
Okay.
Father Onsi says it's a good one because the law will reduce the hiccups that is always encountered when taking gunshot victims to the hospital.
Mike, take two, please.
Please go on.
That's it? Okay.
Okay.
Now, we have to round up. But it's important to state very quickly that every single person is entitled to the views. That's why it's your view. All
Yes,
right?
sir.
So, you can say things I don't like, it's okay. You can say things that you don't, it's okay. The idea is that everybody expresses themselves exactly how you feel,
my
and
view.
that's it. All right? Thank you, ladies. Let's take a quick break. When we return, how to care for your natural hair is next on Your View. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
upbeat evening as always.
And yes, we're still on Mellow World Radio Continental 102.3 FM.
Hey, what? What are you?
The world needs more music. Lagos needs more music.
Waiting they don't land. You go make up sengemenge.
We give you a back rub. All right? How about that?
That is magic.
That's what's up.
Yes, welcome to another beautiful time on radio.
We're here to serve you the greatest, hottest, freshest songs ever released on planet Earth.
Wherever you're joining us, whatever your time zone is, we welcome you.
He is saying, welcome to Lagos, Mr. Mbu. We're ready for you.
Yes, it's time for Box of Goodies.
Fun every minute, information every hour. Radio Continental, on air, online, and on your mobile.
Welcome back. The natural hair is becoming a movement. A lot of women are opting to forgo chemicals and go natural, like Sanzi, me, and all. With the rise in women going natural, how do we care and maintain our natural hair? Joining us on the show to discuss this is a natural hairstylist, Mrs. Omoze Ehige. Did I get it right?
Miss
Omoze Ehige.
Omozo.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
For utilizing your name. Honestly, you look amazing.
Thank you very much.
The truth is that we all want to go natural, but we're
not
so
all.
Okay, except for you. Myself, Sanzi, Tokpe, who else is going natural? So many other people there.
I think MM
too. We're all trying to
Bolaji.
get natural, but the problem is that we don't have this healthy texture. We don't get this nice texture. For someone like me, you know, let me not worry about me first. Why should you go natural? Let me start with that before we get into the nitty-gritties.
Well, just to make it very, very simple and very, very brief, all the hairstyles we do, okay, let me go back a little bit. Okay. Relaxing your hair alters the texture of your hair permanently. Okay. So what it does is it breaks down the protein in your hair. Hair is made up of protein. So it breaks down the protein so that it can be straight. So in other words, it damages your hair so that you can have straight hair. That's what it does.
Yeah, here in Ua. So she has damaged hair right now.
So every 3 months you damage your hair more.
So there are treatments that you do to not necessarily reverse, but to minimize the effects of the damage. So now natural hair is a decision taken by somebody not to alter the texture. However, many people think that when you have natural hair, you don't have versatility with styling, which is not true. So you can do everything. You can fix a weave, you can braid your hair, you can leave your hair out, you can straighten your hair without having to alter your texture.
Now, the problem with natural is that it's this kinky feel. It's so hard to comb.
Beautiful, wonderful hair.
Yeah, but it's so hard to come and maintain.
With a mind of its own.
Yeah, I know, because I've seen the people that are natural and they're like this, trying to comb it out. It's so hard because
it's technique.
Yes, we have to treat it every night now. Like me, every night before I sleep, I will moisturize my hair. I will plait it calabar every night before I sleep.
Goodness me, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of stress.
If it was normal with textures or whatever, because you're relaxed hair, I just gonna sleep and I'm good.
I'll take up two things. First of all, that's an option to moisturize and seal your hair before you sleep. Fantastic practice, which obviously she does, and she's got wonderful hair. You know, people look at your hair and they're like, oh, your hair is beautiful. Now, the other thing of having relaxed hair and not taking care of it is not because your hair is relaxed that you're not taking care of it. The point is you are just not taking care of your hair.
It's easy to maintain, I can leave it.
So exactly. So it's not about it being relaxed. Okay. It's that, you know what, I don't want to care for my hair as I should, so I'm looking at this option. So you would have relaxed hair, but you would still have unhealthy relaxed hair.
How do you maintain a kinky hair like this?
Okay, so this beautiful natural hair.
Yes, it's very beautiful. Absolutely.
Thank you.
It is beautiful.
Thank you. It's you know, people talk about Nachi hair, this our Cocoa Nigerian hair, and things like that. And it's really just a misconception because it's not true. When you learn how to take care of it properly, it's not a problem. It's actually pleasure.
Wow.
So basic things that I always say we need when we want to care for natural hair is basic principles. Clean, which is shampooing your hair, washing your hair.
Okay.
Deep conditioning.
Write these things down, yeah.
Which is what we do when we even have relaxed hair. You know, steaming. We call it steaming, right? So that's deep conditioning. And then leave-in conditioner, using a leave-in conditioner, which allows your hair, which allows you to have softer, manageable hair. So you are able to manipulate it a little bit more. And then sealing. Then after that, you now, protective styling, people think protective styling is putting extensions and not doing anything to their hair. But protective styling actually starts from shampoo. It's a cycle.
Wow.
It's a whole cycle. And it seems a bit tedious now because we are, you know, listing it one by one. But it's not that tedious. Once you get into the habit,
You know
it's
what?
easy.
When I had natural hair growing up, it was terrible. So because of that, my father would say, cut the hair. Because we will always cry and scream. My hair is extremely tough. So when they were going natural, I said, me, I cannot go natural. I can maintain my relaxed hair, but I'm not going natural. For someone like me now that have relaxed hair, can't I still use this product and my hair will be healthy?
Yes, you can. However, there are a few things you need to do. There's something we call stretching your relaxer. So instead of relaxing your hair every month, you now stretch it to maybe every quarter, every 3 months, every 4 months.
Okay.
You know, and you relax only the new growth.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will not talk more about relaxed hair.
But you know,
Okay,
I do have a question about this natural hair because I'm going natural. I recently just had my big chop. But the thing is, grooming your natural hair involves a lot of do-it-yourself. And tying silk scarf, which I sleep and the scarf falls off. You know, isn't there like an alternative? Because quite frankly, I'm not a do-it-yourself. I'm a do-it-yourself kind of person, but not when it comes to hair. It's tough.
Okay. Even with relaxed hair, because you go to the salon and you spend, what, 2-3 hours? In between your salon visits, what are you doing? Right? What are you doing? It's just like in between your lectures in university. What are you doing? You are studying. You are doing stuff by yourself so that you can, you know, improve and so that you can retain the knowledge that has already been passed. So it's the same thing. When you go to the salon, there are salons that care for natural hair, so you can visit the salons. But in between your salon visits, there are simple, basic things you have to do.
All right, we'll come to that because I think AJ is in the building now. We're gonna use that as a specimen. Okay. But that's after we take the break. But first, I want to ask you: there's some people that feel natural hair would not suit them, and this is because they have scanty hair. I certainly have scanty hair. Okay. I don't have good front hair, so it's very, very light. And I feel like if I do go natural, I won't have this nice, beautiful, full. Because natural hair looks beautiful when it's nice and full. I see some people have that full. People like me, what would you advise me to do to get my full hair?
First of all, I'll say no. Maybe you should stop looking at those pictures. They do a number on your mind. Hair is beautiful. There are various things we can do to create. Styling is really about illusion. This is an illusion. It's really about illusion. So there are various things we can do that will give the impression that your hair is full. That's number one. Number two, there are other treatments, other products that you can use, and not so much products, but practices that you can do that will also assist in giving your hair a little bit of volume. So I'm not going to say that, oh, when you start doing XYZ, tomorrow your hair is going to be as full as whatever, no. But there are a few things that you can do, yes, that will give you a little bit of volume that will remedy that. But then there are practices that you're doing now that are causing your hair to continually thin out, which you also need to stop.
Like but this your hair now. Your hair is very beautiful.
Thank you.
How long did it take for you to style this hair?
This?
Yeah, or you did it at the salon?
This is like, this somebody did for me at the salon. But these are just big twists, really. Can't be more than 20 minutes.
And just
wrap and pin.
Oh, wow. You just wrapped it and pinned.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey. You know this thing they call robo when we were small, this periwinkle weaving, exactly, and twisting. That's what, and just pinned it down. There are so many.
You make it look so easy.
It is.
I'm very sure it took a lot of time for you to perfect it.
Well, it's what I do.
Oh, this is what you do. That's your job. So I can come to you to grow my hair.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
But you also have to follow the instructions.
But it's expensive because doesn't that thing? People say natural hair maintaining is very expensive.
Your kitchen will
How
suffer.
affordable is it? how affordable is it?
It
The sense of
doesn't
natural
have to
hair.
be
Ooh, look at that.
expensive. You know, it doesn't have to be expensive at all. We have Ori shea butter. We've got coconut oil. We have little things we can use, avocado, that you can use at home, olive oil, very simple things, water.
So why do you call
Water.
Uwa's hair an illusion?
Because it gives the impression that her hair is curly
Pretty
and bouncy and all of that.
And she has-
But
it's
is
an
that the
illusion.
reality?
It's an illusion.
Is that the reality?
All right, let's take a quick break. When we return, AJ will be here and you're going to show us how to apply these things you put on our table. All right, we're going to take a break. When we return, more of natural hair. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back. All right, so we have AJ in the building.
Our guinea pig.
She's going to be our specimen this morning.
My
All right,
sister.
please.
So that's the way they do it. So
All right, so this is your hair now. How do we manage this kind of natural hair?
So first of all, we're just really showing basic techniques, right? You need
Can you please
moisture.
zoom in on the hair so we
You
see?
need moisture, moisture, and the way you get moisture is water.
Okay.
So when something is dry, we make it wet. So now, she just took out her hair from braids or something, right? And this is simple. You take your leave-in conditioner, just put a little, this is a spray bottle. You take your leave-in conditioner, just put a little bit, add some water, add oils of your choice. Coconut oil, olive oil, whatever you want.
Okay.
And then you spray. Now that's an inexpensive way of doing it. The other option is to go and get yourself a detangler. So you purchase a detangler. And let me do it in. You have to work it in. You know when we had natural relaxed hair, this scatter, doesn't do anything. You know, so it just messes up the hair. But so you have to work it in so that the product,
technique that you use for the relaxer.
something like that, gets in. Then your wide tooth comb. Don't try yourself by using a small tooth comb. You will just cry. And you comb from the ends. Let me go to the front.
Yeah, so that we can see.
So that I can see. Okay? And don't be afraid of water. When your hair is natural, water is your best friend.
Wow.
Don't be afraid of water.
So I can go to the swimming pool.
Yeah, with
think I'm
chlorine,
beginning to
you need
change
to
my
rinse
mind
it out. You would have to rinse it out. But don't be afraid of water. Water is your friend, though. Water is your friend.
Can you like wash your hair every day?
Yes, you can. However, if you are using shampoo, you may not have to do that. You should not do that. Shampoo contains, well, that's another thing. You want to use
Sulfate-free.
Yeah, sulfate-free shampoos. Black soap. You know, the reason why I'm saying is it doesn't have to be expensive. Is you start gently, start simply. Get yourself black soap. Black soap has got so much moisturizing.
So you comb now from the tip.
So you now comb
go, so we have
from
to
the
hurry up.
tips.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Hold on.
AJ, I'm so jealous of your hair.
Hold on. Now, that's what we call it detangling. Some people will use their fingers.
Okay.
You know, some people do not use combs at all. They will use their fingers.
So hair is soft.
They are, but even if your hair is thicker than this, even if your hair is kinkier than this, and then of course you now twist it. You've detangled, you want to keep it detangled.
Okay.
You know, her hair is long enough, she can wash it in sections. And that's the other thing. You take the hair in sections. So that Rambo move of wanting to comb the whole at once is
tiring.
All those other things on the
and
table, you're
painful.
not going to use them?
Yeah, so after we do, this is because she has just taken her style out.
Okay.
Now, we've sectioned it, we'll wash it, we will deep condition. That's what we call steaming, popularly known. So you can put in whatever, mayonnaise, honey, all of those things. Again, inexpensive. Sit on the, pardon?
Ants will come to your head if you
No,
use
no, you are going to go outside. So you are going to sit under the heating cap, or if you're at home, put a shower cap over, take your towel, wrap it around an hour. Some people will sleep with it, you know, rinse it out. Don't shampoo it out.
Just
rinse it out. After you rinse it out, then you take your leave-in conditioner.
Okay, again.
Your leave-in conditioner, this time without water, you apply. Again, from the tips. From the tips. And work in through the rest of the hair. Right. Leave-in conditioner. Now, because her hair, rule of thumb, because her hair is a bit light and fine, she can use a light oil. Okay. Coconut oil, olive oil. Those things are readily available in Nigeria. Castor oil is thicker. Okay. So you could use castor oil for thicker hair. So you put an oil, then you put your butter. Shea butter is available. And you apply. A little goes a long way. Again, work it in from the tips to the rest of the hair. That's how you, and that you've used everything here.
Fantastic.
Simple. You didn't use that one. No?
Which one? Oh, your satin scarf.
No, this
the
one.
spray bottle.
This one.
This small
the
one.
orange.
Yeah.
Yes, because this is your oil.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can add out.
You know, you
all
add
that's
it.
been added already into that spray one.
Yes, but this is for the tangling. And then after you put in your style, of course, to sleep, use your satin scarf. Why? Why satin or silk? Because it retains moisture. Remember I said water and moisture are best friends. So it retains moisture. Cotton towels is what we used to wipe our bodies when after taking a bath. So imagine sleeping on that for 8 hours, 7 hours. It will suck out all the moisture. So you use your satin scarf. Some people will buy fabric, make satin pillowcases, just in case they don't sleep well with a scarf. So you still have your hair protected.
Fantastic.
What do you do to your hair every night before you sleep?
I just spray this and tie my scarf and
oh wow.
and I go,
That's fantastic.
So it doesn't have to be tedious and it doesn't have to be expensive.
All right, you can have the seat because we have to.
Thank
we
you.
hope
so you have to finish AJ's hair. You can't leave it halfway.
When the show is over.
Thank you, AJ. High five. Thank you. All right. You didn't have to leave, you know, because we're closing the show. But thank you so much. Now, so for those of us that, because me, I really want to go natural, and I'm really admiring your hair. So what I've learned today is that you have to daily condition your hair with the leave-in conditioner before you go to sleep. And if you have thin hair like me, there are other remedies you can use to give it some volume, right?
Yes.
And then all this kind of hair is an illusion that you can actually style your hair the way you stop watching all these foreign movies and story pictures. You know, you can actually style your hair the way you want to style because yours looks so amazing.
Thank you. So you can still use your wigs, you can still fix your weaves, you can still braid your hair, you can still do all of those things without altering the texture of your hair.
I think I'm going to go natural. Is that we have a lot more women. It's like the guys are wondering what is going on because you have more natural hair movements.
I hate weaves, actually. I hate weaves.
You can't compare yours to ours.
No, I just think that they are just so Oyinbo. We are just colonized and we want to be like the Oyinbo man. In fact, small time we buy the eyes, we have blue eyes. You see girls with purple eyes walking the streets. I don't like it. I don't like it. I can stand this. I can stand this.
You can stand mine too now. It looks African.
All right.
When you want to be Oyinbo,
thank you so much for coming.
And you just do everything like Oyinbo.
So
I can't stand it.
Okay, why could I cannot stand that? Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
I think we learned
me.
so much from you today.
Thank you.
And we'll definitely come and try to learn more from you. I really want to go natural. All right. You can watch a repeat broadcast of this program at 11:30 p.m. tonight. You can also watch previous episodes by going to YouTube/TV Entertainment and search for Your View. Do you have a PVC?
Yes.
Good.
Fantastic.
Your vote is your right. Vote wisely. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.